All right, Tennessee Titans fans, NFL fans alike, the schedules have been released. We know who's playing who and when they're playing them. We know who the Titans are playing and when they're playing them. So I thought today I would go through the schedule and predict what I think is going to happen this season as the Titans come out and have what I think are some tough games, man. I mean, you got to play the entire AFC West, which probably is the best division in football. You got some tough games coming up, and they're going to have to beat some teams that people aren't going to give them a shot against. What else is new? But I'm looking at this schedule here, starting the season at home against the New York Giants. I think that is 1-0 right there. I think the Titans should win that game. Get off to the 1-0 start. Not expecting much from the Giants this year, so I got Titans starting off with a win. The next week, they're on Monday Night Football at Buffalo against the Bills. And I got to be honest with you, Titans always play the Bills tough, but I think the Bills are probably due a win over the Titans. The Titans have beaten them 2 years in a row. 2 years ago, they stomped them, and then last year they beat them in dramatic fashion on Monday Night Football. So I got to believe that the Bills are probably due a win. I'm going to give the Bills that one, and that's going to land the Titans at 1-1. And then the Titans on a short week got to come back and host the Las Vegas Raiders, and that's going to be tough, man. I think the Raiders are going to be the real deal this year, and I'm going to, oh gosh, I hate to even do this. I'm going to give this one to the Raiders. Titans fall to 1-2. Fan base panics, but that's okay because the next week the Titans are at Indianapolis to play the Colts. I think the Colts are going to be better this year than they were last year, but I think the Titans will split with them. They play them twice. I think the Titans will take one, the Colts will take one, and I'm going to give the Titans this one, a much-needed win to get them to 2-2, back to 500, and then right before the bye, they're on the road against Washington, who I think they will beat. So I think they go into their bye week with a 3-2 record with losses to the Bills and the Raiders. Coming back from their bye, they're at home against Indianapolis. I said they would split with the Colts, so I got to give this one to the Colts, which means the Titans fall 3-3. But then they're against Houston, who I think they beat to get to 4-3. Then they got an interesting 3-game stretch here: Chiefs, Broncos, Packers. Like I said, I got them 4-4 or 4-3 right here, right now, where it stands 4-3. Unfortunately, I think Kansas City is also due a win over Tennessee. Tennessee usually gets the better of Kansas City for whatever reason, so I'm going to give this one to Kansas City on Sunday Night Football at Arrowhead. Titans fall to 4-4. Okay, I'm leading somewhere with this. 4-4. Then they come home to play Denver, and I think they beat the Broncos. I think they beat Denver. I think Denver's a little bit overhyped. Russell Wilson is great, but I think Denver as a whole is overhyped. I think Titans come home, beat Denver to get back above 500, 5-4, and then the next week, short week, they're at Green Bay on Thursday Night Football, and for whatever reason, I think the Titans win this game. I think the Titans beat the Packers, get to 6-4, and now they're kind of cruising because they're going into this late season stretch. They come back home, they host Cincinnati. I think they're going to beat the Bengals. They owe the Bengals for what happened in the playoffs. Now we're talking 7-4, little 3-game win streak here. At Philadelphia, I'm giving them that one. Forget you, A.J. Brown. Titans go to Philadelphia. That'd be 8-4, right? Jacksonville, 9-4. Chargers, I'm going to have them lose to the Chargers to go 9-5 because they're cruising along too good here. And the Titans always got to bring us back down to reality. I'm going to say they lose to the Chargers and Justin Herbert, 9-5. And then you beat Houston the next week, 10-5. Dallas on Thursday night. That's going to be tough, but it's in Nashville. Give that to the Titans. Let's go 11-5. Close it down at Jacksonville, 12-5. I got the Titans once again going 12-5 this year, just like they did last year. I think they're going to get off to a slow start. I think they're going to drop some of these early games to teams like the Bills, the Raiders, drop one to the Colts, drop one to Kansas City. They'll be sitting there at 4-4. And everybody be freaking out, like, what's wrong with the Titans? And then I think they're going to start stringing them off right there at the middle. They're going to beat Denver, Green Bay, Cincinnati, Philadelphia, Jacksonville. Little Denver, Green Bay, Cincinnati, Philadelphia, a little 5-game win streak right there to get things back going. Drop one to the Chargers. You're going to drop one to the Chargers right there. Just keep everybody honest here. And then you close it down. Houston, Dallas, Jacksonville. Nice little 3-game stretch there. A little 3-game win streak. Take you to the playoffs. I think 12-5. I don't know if that's going to be good enough to win the AFC South because I don't know what the Colts schedule is looking like. I think the Colts are obviously the biggest threat over there. But I got the Titans going 12-5. God, please. 12-5. But even with 12-5, I mean, they're going to have to. I got them beating Green Bay. I got them beating Cincinnati. I got them beating a couple of really good teams. They're going to have to string some wins together over some quality opponents here if they're going to go 12-5. I have chosen to have them beat Green Bay and Cincinnati there, which would be a big deal. But I got them, I got them losing to Buffalo, got them losing to Kansas City, got them losing to some of these tougher teams. I don't know, man. I don't know. You tell me in the comments below what you're looking at. And a lot of this depends on me. They got a rookie coming in and Traylon Burks. They got to depend on him. They got Derrick Henry coming back from injury. They got Ryan Tannehill, who's all over the place. I mean, we're relying on a lot of things offensively, but I think their defense can have them in just about any of these games. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and let me know if you want me to take a stab at your team's schedule. See how your team's going to turn out. Take it in, soak it up, bye.